Alright, today we're going to make the world's best tomato cages out of 5-foot remesh. Word of caution, you're going to need some leather gloves and a little bit of care when doing these, because that stuff is sharp and it will spike you. So what you do is you unroll it, and we've already started there, but what you want to do then is step into the middle of it and make sure you keep 1 foot on this side so it doesn't spring up, because this stuff's under tension all the time. You want to count out 11 squares. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I'm working inside because it's too hot outside. So go past the 11th and then cut a tail on the 12th here. You'll need bolt cutters or hacksaw, torch, plasma cutter, because diagonal cutters will not work. They're just not heavy enough. Now you leave this tail on, and I'll show you what that's for. There we go. Now we have a 5-foot tall semi-cylinder here. So this is what it looks like in the raw. Now what we're going to do is grab hold of both ends here. Actually, it's better if it lays down like this. Once again, do not get spiked by these things. They are sharp. And you want to line this out so that these tails come over to these tails. Now, grab this and just bend it, just to hold it for a few seconds. And you can slide it up or down as you need to. And right there, right there, there, there. Now you see it's held in place now a little bit. Oh, there you go, inside there. There you go. Now on the bottom one here, what you're going to have to do is come up. We'll worry about that in just a bit. If you hear a soft or a faint breeze, that's my handy squirrel cage fan, because it's hotter than snot here today. So we'll finish this off. Now, we have it just about done, but you want to make sure that this tail is outside of this, so it reinforces it. Here we go. And once again, be careful those ends, they are sharp. Now, do this. Go twice around, and there you go. Once again, be careful. They will spike you. Once you do a few of these, you find out it's kind of a workout. It goes pretty fast once you get going. Just, like I say, just go twice around like this, so that the wire actually reinforces the joint. There we go. Almost done wrapping it. Once you do a few of these, it gets a lot faster. So there we go. Got 3 more. And 2 more. Yeah, a little overlap there. Alright, this one I'm going to leave like this. Well, now I'm going to wrap it one more time. There we go. Now this one, from the bottom, you're going to have to come up. So you go around once or twice. And there you go. That is pretty much it in the raw. I'm pressing down on it because, if you notice, it's not quite cylindrical. So you press down on it a little bit to make it more round. Now, this is where your bolt cutters come in real nice. What you do is use the bolt cutters right here, and you clip the tails. Now, you don't want to leave the tail sit out, because if you do, you'll end up picking up one of your tire. There's one. And be careful, because those ends can be sharp. About the only thing I haven't seen this stuff go through is, I've seen it go through leather gloves, I've seen it go through everything except for like cotton duck. Yeah, try it again. There we go. You can go on the inside, but boy, that takes a lot longer. I like doing it this way because you can get done with it quick. Then if you don't quite bite through the whole way, just give it a little twist. I try not to leave too much of a tail on these because it'll end up biting you in the end. You'll get a scratch here and there. And since they rust as soon as they're out in the air, I don't really want tetanus. So I'll put these up here, and then there's your cage. Now it's got a little bend here. You can try to straighten this out, but once it gets bent, it doesn't work real good. It usually breaks that weld, which is what we got here. There it is, a 5-foot tomato cage. It's about the perfect size around. What I'll do is I'll show you how to put them on now. Go out to the garden here, and as you can see, it's a balmy Ozark day in St. Louis. About 93 degrees with about 80% humidity. Had a bunch of rain the last couple days. And these are the old ones that I put in. And you see what we did was we put stakes on them, like old fence posts, to hold them in place. Because what will happen is, as the tomato grows, it'll get heavier and heavier up at the top, and eventually it'll pull the cage over. But while they're young, what you can do is you can just put it in like this, grab it like this, slide it over, and then just kind of work it into the ground just a little bit so it's got kind of a base. And there you have it. And then now you see my tomato jungle. Got any questions? Give me a holler or shoot me an email. Thank you.